Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. So today I'm going to be showing how I've got in the local ladder. As you guys know, I'm playing from Brazil. I'm recording the videos in English to practice and because I feel that I can talk to more people. I'm a few victories away from the top global, so I have to keep pushing. However, it's really difficult because I only have one evolution unlocked. So I'm playing against guys that have two evolutions unlocked. Most of them against a Royal Ghost that was really broken this season. But we're doing fine, guys. So let's see how we went in our first match. Okay, we are here playing against No King Lives YouTube. Maybe it's another player that plays on YouTube. So here I started with not a very good hand. I always like to start with my miner and bats on the back just to cycle as soon as possible to get our evolution. So our opponent played the lumberjack. So normally I think that we are playing against balloon. Let's see what is the next card he's going to play. Okay, maybe lava. This is really interesting. Skelly dragons are not very common in this meta, and normally people play with them in lava hound decks. But this is really interesting. Electrical dragon as well. That's really strange. I feel that our opponent probably is playing with balloon, and we were able to connect because I saw that our opponent spent the Skelly dragons on the opposite lane, so I went straight away with balloon. So every time I see like a very heavy air counter in one lane, I'm going to go in the other. So here I make a push. Guys, pay attention to this. Always place the boy rascal in the lane that you're not attacking because you're going to force your opponent to spend elixir on that lane, and the other lane is gonna be weak, so it's gonna be easier for you to attack. Okay, and also you are not going to give value in a spell if your opponent plays something on that. So we took the tower really easily with the bats, and we are trying to punish our opponent because of the elixir collector. However, my miner is going to help the lightning chain. Otherwise, we probably would have connected. So here we have to place two cards. Otherwise, okay, never mind. He used the tornado. So I was going to say that we had to use two cards to make sure that the dragon was not going to chain the lightning. So here we are going to punishing our opponent, and take a look, guys. He was obeyed to play something in front of the golem. So that's everything the golem player doesn't want to happen. And here for our opponent's sadness, we have Inferno Tower, so there's nothing our opponent can do here. Guys, if you hate golem, this might be the best deck you can choose. It's basically impossible to lose a match for a golem player playing with this deck. You have so many answers, so many ways to pressure, and our opponent right now, it's kind of sad, but he played well. There was nothing he could do against our deck. Okay, so let's go to our next. Okay, guys, we are playing against Heisenberg. Right now, we don't have the Inferno Tower, but our hand is kind of good because we can start splitting our troops. When I see Ice Spirit, normally I think about 2.6 Hog Rider, but he playing Miner, so that's really interesting. And take a look here, guys. We are going to make a double lane pressure. Our Ice Golem is tanking for the Barbaro, so he had to spend 7 elixir to defend, like 3 elixir we played. So that's really interesting. I'm going to place my Rascals in the middle. Take a look on how much value we are getting from those Rascals, and also we are already making a counterpush. That's so good. I love this card. I love Rascals. We defended and we are going for the counterpush. We were able to apply a little bit of damage on the right. And I'm not sure what our opponent is playing. I think he's probably Miner with Rocket. It is a deck that was famous because Mohammed Light was playing like some metas ago. Oh yes, that's the rocket. So yes, that's what we are going to be playing with. But we already applied like 1,000 damage from him, and splitting the Rascals in the back is really, really annoying for all the minor players because they cannot play the minor because our Grow Rascals are going to be protecting the tower. So here I'm going again for a dual lane push plus the bats. So it's really difficult for him to deal with that. He played the Tesla in the middle. That opens space for us to play our balloon, and we are with a bad cycle in our hands. We are going to play the Barbaro anyways. So again, Rascals in the back. I'm going to tank for that Ice Spirit. Don't want to take that damage because against Rock Cycle, every single damage matters. So here I'm going to make like a huge push, and he's trying to protect the right lane, so I went in the left lane. And remember guys, with this deck we are playing, we never have a fixed lane to play. We are always applying pressure on both lanes, so our opponent will not be able to defend any lane preventively. Okay, so okay, here we made a huge push, and I don't know what our opponent is going to do. Take a look guys, both lanes relentless pressure, and our opponent will not be able to hold it, and we took both towers at basically the same time. So great win. It's really difficult to defend against this deck, very powerful deck. Okay guys, next match that I'm going to be showing you, it is against Vinicius Snow. When you're playing against Cannoneer, you're always going to be forcing with your bat. So take a look guys, he already spent his NATO, so we are going to go right away. He spent his lightning. It's not enough to get our balloon, and that snowball guarantee a lot of damage from us. So our opponent is going to go with everything. Probably he didn't count the elixir. We already got 5 elixirs, so he thought that we were really slow, but we were not. So here I'm not going to support this push, and here another tip for you guys. Sometimes you just have to let it go. Don't support your pushes when you're low in elixir, because the counter push from your opponent is gonna be huge. So here I'm thinking which deck our opponent has, and probably it is Golem or some beat down deck. So I went with the Ice Golem in the back just to tank for our tower. I'm going to go with the miner in the safe spot to tip down the tower. We've got 2 hits, that's really good. And oh, okay, he is playing with E-Giant. And take a look on the position of our Tesla. If you played the Tesla on that position, the Inferno Tower in that position, the E-Giant is going to go all the way to the right, and we were able to defend on the last moment that P.E.K.K.A, and we are also going to be applying a lot of damage into that furnace. Our Inferno Tower, yes, it's helping us. Okay, so I don't want to get any damage from it, because if we go to the double elixir or the triple elixir, the deck that has the higher elixir cost is going to get advantage, guys. So we have to pay attention to that. So here it's a little bit complicated. I'm going to tank for the Inferno Dragon, and Rascals on the other lane. So he had to choose between the Tornado and the Lightning. So he chose the Lightning, but the E-Giant is not going to apply a lot of damage to our lane. So take a look, guys. He was playing already the Furnace on the left, and we are going on the right. We don't have a fixed lane, so we are going to make our opponent spend elixir on both lanes. So take a look, guys. He had to spend evolution on the right, so he would not be able to support to accelerate the giant on the left. So that's really, really good defense, guys. And that's a good chip for you as well. So we are controlling the match, and our opponent does not know what he can do. And here, take a look on the miner. We are tanking exactly in the last moment, and here we are going to reach the tower. There's nothing he can do, but we still need to go one extra time to the tower. So I'm going to split my push. You can see that our opponent is hesitating a little bit to play because he doesn't know which lane I'm going to be attacking. So here I went on the left, and our opponent only have Tornado. Also another tip, Tornado is not enough to kill the evolved bats. So that was a great win, guys. I think we played almost perfectly against these guys. Okay, and to close the video, we are going to be playing against Larry. I hope that this is not the Larry, the Skelly Larry, the best player in Clash Royale. I mean, the best card, the Larry. So here I always like to use my Ice Golem to kite cards to the other lane. Also, it's going to damage a little bit the Valkyrie. So here I'm waiting a little bit to see if he's going to play something extra. And when you see Valkyrie and Berserker and Poison, of course it is Graveyard. So since our opponent played the Poison on nothing, we are going to be playing our Rascals on the back. And take a look, guys. Here he spent the Furnace on the left, so I'm going to go with the Balloon Push. He only have the Goblin Hut, and he missed the placement. So that placement was not ideal because it does not kite the balloon, but you can go back in the video and check the tile I used to attack with the balloon. That's also help us a lot to pass by the constructions if you play the balloon on that tile. So here I don't agree with that graveyard from our opponent because it was really aggressive. He took probably 1 or 2 damage, and he spent like 7 elixir. We spent 5 to defend, so that's 2 elixir that he spent on nothing basically. So okay, he's going to go with Furnace again. I'm going to go with my Inferno Tower because it's going to help defending the Fire Spirits, and for him it's really annoying to defend. So he spent here 8 elixir, and we are going to spend only 5. In fact 7 against 8, so we got 1. He got some damage, but that's okay. I'm basically controlling the game, waiting for the last moment to take that tower down. So I'm going to go with the evolved bats. We force him to use a poison that he doesn't want to. Also, we are open another lane that we can be playing. I blocked the Valkyrie on the bridge, so that's really important to do when you're playing against Graveyard. If you block the bridge, there is nothing much your opponent can do. That's a really interesting play and the best way to defend Graveyard. So here I was kind of worried because our opponent is tipping down our tower. He has the vines, and we are struggling a little bit in the double elixir. Like, this deck gets really strong in the double elixir. So we went with the miner on the right, and he completely ignored everything. So we took down his tower, 500 damage with a miner plus a snowball, and that's all. So guys, please like and subscribe. See you in the next week.